Well, breaking down for the second time is no better than the first, but this time it was for real. We broke down at around 11,000 feet, going over a mountain pass outside of a town called Pagosa Springs, Colorado. We were around 1,800 miles from home, and at this point we had around 18 days to get back to Pennsylvania. This is definitely not what Michaela and I were expecting. At this point, we had no idea what to think. We had no idea how long we would be without our van, and with no vehicle and having to spend extra money on lodging, we truly had no idea what was to come for us for the next few days. Well, our tow truck is officially here. It's Marshall again. He was a super cool guy, so let's go get this situated, and it is heading off to the shop, and hopefully we will receive some good news. We need a piece of paper to write down my name and number and stuff. Ah, yes, Marshall, the tow truck driver, the super cool tow truck driver. What happened next absolutely blew our minds. Okay, so wow, basically Marshall, our tow truck driver, who rescued us yesterday on the side of the road, and just kind of...
Nicest guy.
Yeah, it was very comforting. Like, the ride...
He felt like our friend from the get-go.
Completely got rid of the anxiety. And basically, today we went through AAA again because he dropped us off and the van at the motel. We were leaking all over the parking lot. We had to deal with that. We had to put kitty litter down and do all this other stuff. And then we filed for AAA to come pick up again today, and Marshall showed back up. We called his buddy who has a shop. He said, have it dropped off. We'll get you out of here. We'll get you back on the road. And then Marshall shows up again today. We load up the van. He's like, what are you doing today? And I was like, I might go fishing. He's like, okay, so you got your stuff out? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, you're going to need a vehicle. It gets really boring around here. And I was like, yeah, I know. He's like, just call me if you need one. And I wasn't going to call him because it was too nice of an offer. Like, that's the thing. It was just too nice for me to just be like, yeah, sure. Then next thing I know, he's on the phone with his wife. He's like, all right, guys, hop in the truck with me. We're going to go take you to my house and get a vehicle. So we have a little Nissan Frontier to putz around in. We got a bed we can throw the fly rod in. We can go explore. There's some hot springs. So I guess it's not that bad breaking down in Pagosa Springs. Sometimes you find yourselves in these situations, and Marshall is just one heck of a guy, and his wife Ashley is also just, I mean, this is just
so
super,
sweet.
Super nice. So we're going to go back to the motel and kind of figure out a little game plan.
That morning we broke down. I was expecting Bertha to be towed away and that to be the last we saw of her until we got a call from the shop. The fact that Marshall, our tow truck driver, picked us up on a day that he actually wasn't even working, he received a call and heard that it was two people from out of town broken down on the side of the road, and he decided to come pick us up. Upon that, he shows up the next morning and says, hey, I have a vehicle for you. You're going to get bored in Pagosa Springs. And it was so ironic because earlier that day we were driving through the town and thought, wow, what a cool town and how cool it would have been to visit. Maybe next time. Maybe not.
Got all of our crap out of here because today we are actually heading to a new place. What's the name of this one?
Hopefully we're heading to a Taj Mahal.
Yeah, this should, in theory, be a Taj Mahal compared to this. It's cheaper than this, in a nicer location.
It sounds like it's a hotel / like apartment area, so
yeah,
I don't know.
We don't know what we're going to be in, basically.
I don't know. All I know is it was cheaper than this and better than this, and I think we have laundry in unit, so I don't know.
Yeah, so again, huge shout out to Marshall because we're loading the truck up right now. But we have a gap between 10, we have to check out of here at 10, and we can't check in until 4, so we're basically just going to go mosey around.
So we broke down on Sunday evening, and we spent 2 nights in the first motel, and we booked this place for 2 nights as well. So Wednesday evening, as I was editing, I got a very unexpected, exciting phone call.
Hello?
For Friday.
Hello?
Okay. Hi, it's Max with S-Rate Auto.
Hey Max, how's it going?
Good. We finally got you ready to go.
Oh yeah?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Can we swing by today?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Ready?
Awesome. Yeah, we're right down the street, so.
Okay, perfect.
All right, we'll see you soon. Thank you.
All right.
Bye. The van's done. He said we can go right now. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so you can cancel that one for tomorrow.
Yes.
And we'll pack up the van tonight. We'll drop off the truck.
He said everything's good?
He said everything's good to go.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Let's go.
I need sunglasses.
Should be better.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just got that really good phone call. We are actually about to head there now. I think it's only a few minutes away. Best rate.
Best rate.
Best rate auto here in Pagosa Springs. 5 minutes away. Michaela and I were trying to find, we basically booked this place. We did 2 nights at the first motel where you guys saw the first initial video where we broke down. That sucked. It was expensive as heck. And then we found this spot for 2 nights, way cheaper, way nicer, full on like condo. And
Kitchen,
then, yeah,
laundry.
I mean, yeah, it's huge in there. And then basically we needed a place to stay for possibly tomorrow night into Friday, right?
Yeah, because we didn't hear from Max.
We didn't hear
today.
from Max at the shop. And then at 3:30, got that phone call. He's like, yeah, you guys are good to go. And I said, okay, like we can come in today. He's like, yeah, you guys are good to go. So that is a huge bonus because now we get to wash some bed sheets and yeah, just pack the van, take it easy, and start getting out of Colorado. So let's go head to Best Rate Auto. The van is good to go. I think it was $668 for the
$695.
Well, that's because I used my card and there was a 4% fee. I didn't have cash. So we got a radiator fan clutch. Basically, all the parts cost a lot more than labor. Brought us out to like 600 and whatever dollars. So, oh look, there's that little dog. The dog just came over running to me. Anyway, we're gonna go pick up Bertha because she's right over here. They were super nice in there. Best Rate Auto. If you ever break down near Pagosa Springs, call J&R Towing. Ask for Marshall.
Yup.
And then just get your stuff taken here because it was super, honestly, fast, all things considering.
Yeah.
Let's go get the van, and then it's time to drop off the truck back to Marshall. Oh, man. Oh, Bertha, how have you been? Oh, your cabinet opened up with the root beer in it. Oh, man, has it been a long time since we've been in Bertha. I mean, realistically, the crazy thing is, one day without your van feels like an eternity. And we have a king-size bed in this current apartment, hotel, condo thing. I can't freaking sleep at night because I'm used to sleeping in my van. In the bed back here, which I actually have to pick up these curtains in the back so I can see out the back. Ugh. It feels good to be back in here. Let that light shine, Bertha. Doesn't seem wet in here either because we did have some issues with it leaking. But right now we are about to go head to Marshall's house to drop off the truck and thank him very much. This is what happens when you break down in a small town in Colorado. And just like that, the Frontier is dropped back off to Marshall and we're back in Bertha. Michaela, how do you feel? Anything you want to say about the overall experience?
I look crazy. I'm sorry, everybody. The experience, it was a learning experience, you know? But it's nice people like Ashley and Marshall that make the world go round, and I couldn't be more thankful for them.
Absolutely. No, seriously.
And the van's fixed. There should be nothing to worry about now.
Exactly. Things happen and they cost a lot of money sometimes, but in the grand scheme of things, Michaela and I were okay. We were safe. We were in a nice, well, in the beginning, a nice-ish establishment. And then there's people like Marshall, and I think we all can take notes from somebody like that, take a little piece of that. They didn't ask any questions at all. They just asked if we had fun. That's what they were concerned about, just making sure that we had a good time while we were here.
Yep. And
it's people like that that make situations like what happened to Bertha a little bit easier going. So back to the casa. The new place is a huge upgrade. I haven't shown this one. We got a kitchen.
it's like our own little apartment.
It's like a little apartment in here. Have all this space. I'm using the dining room table as computer desk. We have a great, awesome sized bathroom. No AC over the toilet this time. That's a huge bonus because that was awkward. And then through here, we have the bedroom with a king size bed that I oddly can't sleep in because I'm used to the van. And then we also have our own little porch access. Super cool. And significantly cheaper than that last place. That was a rip.
Like how?
And for tonight, we got a Zaza. Haven't had pizza, honestly, in a long time. So I'm excited. We're going to grub and chill out for the rest of the night.
Up until this breakdown, we had spent around 70 nights in our van, so I would say Bertha really started to feel like home at this point. Breaking down was definitely a huge fear and definitely a factor with a 27-year-old van we converted in a couple of months and hit the road the day it was finished. So honestly, a breakdown was inevitable, but the biggest question was, where was this going to happen? And honestly, after this experience, I could definitely say I don't think it could have happened in a better place with a better scenario. I don't think we could have gotten a better tow truck driver. So once again, huge shout out to Marshall. Because of him, the day after we got the van, we headed back down the mountain and got the heck out of there. At this point, we had around 7 days to get home. Anxiety levels were at an all-time low. We had a new radiator, a new clutch fan. It was time to go, hit the road, and head back towards Pennsylvania. Overall, I can definitely say Pagosa Springs holds a special place in Michaela and I's heart, and I cannot wait to go back again and visit Marshall, do some fly fishing again, and overall just enjoy my time. This was the story of a broken van in a small town.